I'm going to show you a series of fake pictures. And for a long time throughout history, American history, we've taken these pictures to be real, to be what happened at the moment at that time. For instance, we have George Washington crossing the Delaware. Now, we all know that George Washington crossed the Delaware prior to the Battle of Trenton on the morning of December 26, 1776. And we all know that it was a very snowy day. The Delaware was real icy, and it was real hard for him to get the troops across that river. The strategic genius that Washington displayed that night helped them win and catch the Hessian troops sleep. But the painting is not true. It's not true in the fact that George Washington did not stand that night. Look at the painting. It's too icy and the wind was blowing too hard and it was snowing. There was no way Washington would have stood up and traversed that river that particular night. The painting was done in 1851 by William Lutz. It was made only to build on the legend and the legacy of George Washington. It was not true, but it has become ingrained in American society to where there could be some truth to it. It's no different than George Washington kneeling to pray at Valley Forge. George Washington was a very quiet and private man. He would never go out in public, even though he's seen in the woods. He would never go and kneel and pray in public. That's another painting that was just put in the legend and legacy of George Washington, and it has become canon. And there's the signing of the Declaration of Independence. They would not all have been there to sign the Declaration of Independence in Philadelphia. People were in and out, hustling and bustling. You had the British coming and all this other stuff. There was no way those guys would sit there patiently waiting on this thing to be signed. It just didn't happen that way. And then there's Trump. And I'm not talking about photos like these. I'm talking about a photo like this. Now, it looks good. It looks great. And it looks like Trump has a lot of black support. But don't you think that if Trump actually took this photo, it would be all over his social media? And then there's this photo. Now, it's obvious. I mean, there is no way that Trump took this photo. First of all, the images are too smooth. I don't show you Trump's hands, but he has 4 fingers. It's clearly Photoshop. It's clearly AI. But this is the type of stuff that's going to be out there, possibly this election cycle. No, I don't believe Trump put these photos together. And it will be a one-up for Trump if he can actually get black folk to take photos like that with him. So stand by, black voter, because a lot of misinformation on both sides may be coming out. And it seems like the MAGA has already started. What do you think?